Welcome, and in today's video I'll be covering scripting, a very important addition to Bedrock Edition add-on making. I'll be covering over how to script and a little bit more about certain components, but otherwise, let's get started. Alright, the second thing you want to do is boot up your web browser. It can be anything. It can be Microsoft Edge, which I'm using. It can be Google, it can be Chrome, Safari, whatever you're using. Just boot up a web browser real quick. And now I have this saved, but otherwise what you're actually just going to do is type in your search bar npmjs.com. Click that. Now you'll notice right here, you scroll down until you see, it should say npmjs.com. Make sure it says npmjs.com, not anything else. So then once you find it, click that. I'm going to close that tab real quick. And then this is the correct page, and it says npm.js.com. I'll also try to link it in the description. It didn't work last time for my other videos, but I'll still try. I think it was because this is my second channel, it's new. But anyway, the next thing you want to do is go into the search packs, and it's very simple. Search up at Minecraft / and then server. So you'll notice there's two different types. There is UI and server. So briefly about UI is that this is literally used to make, like UIs. It says right here, it contains types of expressions, simple dialogue, based user experiences. But we don't need this in our pack. I'm not covering it in this video. So we're actually just gonna need, we just need Minecraft server. So we're just gonna get the Minecraft server. You can ignore the rest. So we're gonna click Minecraft server /server, and then this should boot up this. So there's a very, very important thing I need to express here. There's versions, so you can click on versions. So once you click on versions, you can scroll down. So if it says preview, or if it says beta, or beta stable, such as right here, 1.2.1 beta stable. So beta and previews, especially betas is what I remember, they need experiments, because not everything in the full release, you don't need experiments, but everything in here, you're gonna need experiments for. So just keep that in mind if you use the previews or the betas. So anyway, we can scroll back up, then you'll see in the versions, this is the latest version. It says right here, it's like, so you can just click the 2.0, click that, it's gonna load, and then you can click copy this. After you copy it, it should say copy it or something, however, after you copy it, then it's very simple. We don't need the web browser anymore, so you can just close it. But now you're gonna wanna head back to Visual Studio Code, like so, and your next thing you're actually gonna wanna do is very, very simple. So one of the things you can do with Visual Studio Code is opening a terminal. So hover over the pack you want. Okay, so go to the pack you want, click it, and then right click, make sure it's selected, make sure that your pack is selected, the pack you want is selected. Go down until it says open an integrated terminal. Click that, wait for it to load, and now you'll see it shows. Then it will do this. Just paste in Minecraft server thing. Paste in after all that. So just paste, and then you don't have to touch anything else, and just press enter. And then after that, boom. It will say added packs in 2 seconds, whatever. It will just say that. All that matters is that it just added 3 packs. If it doesn't say that, you did something wrong. You are gonna have to start the entire thing over. If something else is wrong, I'm sorry. I don't know exactly what your problem is, so I don't know if I can fix it. So anyway, if it says added 3 packs, then you're fine. So then you can click, you can hide the panel or close it. Oops. Okay. So next, so you're going to go to, now there's a few things we have to do first. We're gonna open up this manifest. So there's a few things that we have to change here. I will show you what we have to change. All right, I just quickly copy and paste some things off camera so I could show you. So, but don't worry, all you have to do is literally just type this in yourself. I'll try to put some of this stuff in the description to the best of my ability. But basically first, you're going to need, in the dependencies, you're going to need a module name. You're going to need @Minecraft server, and then you're going to need a version, which is the version you installed. So whatever version you installed, put the version here. So if it's 3.0, 2.1, whatever the version is, put it here. Also, quick note, if this is Minecraft server UI, you're actually going to want to do, you're actually going to do this. You'll know this is Minecraft server UI. We don't have that, but that is what it will look like if you installed Minecraft server UI. Okay, next, make sure you have a UUID. It should already generated a few of these if you use Blockbench, so we're good. Then you're gonna have version, you're gonna have description, behavior, entry, scripts/main.js. I'll talk about that in a second. We have the language. Make sure this is JavaScript, and the type is script. So language, you can have, as far as I know, you can either use JavaScript or TypeScript in certain occasions, but otherwise just keep this JavaScript. I'm going to use JavaScript. And then entry, scripts/main.js. So this is very important. So what we're going to do is go over under our supersword. We're going to click it and right click and do new folder, and then we're going to call this scripts. Click enter. Should match the same thing here. Just double checking to make sure it matches. It looks like it does. So then the next thing you're going to do is go under the scripts folder and right click it and click new file. We're going to call this main.js, like the same thing in the name of the entry file, like that. So you can have this be whatever you want. I would keep the scripts the same so that it's organization, so you know where this is. So then if it's main.js, then you can have it main.js, but the last part you can do what you want. I'm going to have main.js because I have that in pretty much everything. So we don't really need the manifest anymore. Everything should be working good now, so we can literally just close this if we want. Now, there's a few things we're going to need to do. I have one item in this entire pack. If there's more, there's a little nice, I'm still going to do this anyway because it's a nice habit to get into when organizing your code and your coding even in games in general, actually. So you actually want to go under scripts, you're going to want to create a new folder, and let's call this items. And then we're going to go under items and then do another new file, call this index.js. Sorry if I sound a little weird. I am a little sick, but otherwise, let's get on with this. We're gonna call this supersword.js. Okay, so a very important thing in file names is avoid spaces. Avoid spaces mainly, so you can use underscores, you can use dashes, like like hyphen or dash, I think is what it's called, if I remember correctly. And then but no spaces, that's like the number one thing. And also no capital letters. Avoid capital letters in here. Okay, so next thing you want to do is go in your main.js and click import space, then double quotes, then dot slash or period slash. Then if you're in Visual Studio Code, it should pop up items. So I'm going to click tab to auto complete, then click slash again, it should pop up index, and I'm going to click tab to auto complete, and then .js. Now, good habit to get into is to put semicolons after each statement. This is a statement in code, a JavaScript statement. So I'm going to click save it. So it's a good habit. Most coding languages, such as C#, C, and C++, you need to have semicolons at the end of each statement. So it's just in general a good statement to get into. Oh yeah, another one is Java. So it's a good habit to just get into the habit of this. So if you do other coding languages, that it's just already there, because JavaScript, you don't need it, but it's a good habit to get into anyway. Okay, next we're going to go into our index and do pretty much the same thing. We have to import all the files because otherwise it's not even going to read these. So basically we're importing it so that it can read the files. Because right now it's just reading the main.js, so then we're just telling it to, read the rest of the files. Okay, after we're done with that, now it will actually read whatever code is in here. So I have a few things I want to do with this thing. I briefly, in the first episode of our scripting journey, in our add-on making journey, I covered out how to fix the durability. So I don't really care about fixing the durability in this one. So I'm actually going to do a few things. So first, since we imported remember the thing we copy pasted into the terminal, and we imported a few things. Then we look, there's a packet lock and package and node modules. Let me quick explain something. If we open node modules and go under @Minecraft and go add under server, then there's an index.d.ts. You'll notice this is a whole ton of documentation. This isn't completely explained sometimes, and it's not best explained in its best way. So there's other ways. There's other documentation out there that's better to find. But this is extremely useful. You can browse this and look for whatever thing you're looking for. So this file is massive. So it pretty much has every single scripting component you can add in this in scripting. So anything you can do, pretty much you can do here. So yeah, pretty useful. So we're gonna close that out because we don't need it. So now let's get to work. So first thing that we can do actually is do import, and then we're gonna do curly braces like that, and then we're gonna do world, then space, then we do from double quotes @Minecraft like that. Okay, after that, then we can go down a bit, and now we're going to listen to an event. So we're going to listen for when I use this item. So we're going to do before events for this .item use .subscribe, and then we do, now we're listening to a callback. So we're going to listen to a callback. I'll show you what it is in a minute. So I'm going to do event, and then I'm going to call it, then we need to, so we're going to do event, then you need to equal sign, then less than sign. It should make this little arrow symbol like right here, then space, then more curly braces or brackets, and press enter. So now what we can do, here's what I can show you. I'm going to create a variable. I'm going to call this, so I'm going to do const. In JavaScript, const, there's two ways to make variables. It's let or const. There is var, but you don't really use that now. So const means it's not going to change. So we need to, I'm going to make a player variable like that, and then we're going to do equal sign event dot source. See, I'm listening to this event. I'm going to grab the player that triggered this event. So so I can add like an effect to him. So like what I can do is player now dot, and now I can do anything I want with the player. Well, a lot of things at least. Next, what we're going to want to do is I'm going to make another variable called this one item, and oops, we're going to call this one item name like that. It's good to get in the habit also of different words, since you can't really use spaces in code. You need to, another good way is you can use capital letters, so you go item and then name, so you can see where the next word begins. Then we're going to do space equals space, and then we're going to do event dot item stack dot type ID. Also, I forgot to put semicolons after these. I'm gonna quick do that. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab the item name that did this event. So this is very simple code here. So we're then gonna do enter, and then I'm gonna do a little if statement. But before we do that, I also want to show you there's a thing you can do in JavaScript. I think you saw this in code as well if you watch other tutorials. Double slash is a comment, so you can do whatever you want in here, and in the code it's just going to ignore whatever this is right here. It's just going to ignore this line completely. So whatever you put here, the code is just going to ignore. So good to know that. But otherwise, we're going to do an if statement like this, and now next, then we're going to put item name, and then we're going to do space equals equals. There's two ways to do this. So this is like a compare. So this is comparing if whatever the name is going to be to this. So we're going to put double quotes. There's actually two ways to do a compare. You can either do equals equals or equals equals equals. So 3 equals or just 2 equals. Either one of those will work. It doesn't really matter. So actually, so in these double quotes, which is in code, double quotes are strings. So we're gonna put our identifier in the string here. So a string can basically store like numbers and letters and stuff. So I'm gonna go under this. There's our identifier we need. So I'm gonna copy this. It's Control C Windows and Command C on Mac. We're gonna X out of this. So Control V on Windows, Command V on Mac. Then there's our identifier, so it's going to listen and see when we right click if it's going to be if we're right clicked with this item. So after that, then we're going to do space, curly braces or brackets, and press enter. So anything between these two in an if statement, anything between these two curly brackets or braces is what's going to happen. So in this case, I'm going to do player dot add effect, and I'm going to do effect name. So this needs to be a string, so we need to do double quotes. It's better to do double quotes because single quotes and double quotes have different they do different stuff, especially in different coding languages. They can do different stuff. So it's just better in general to just start with double quotes, and if you need to do a single quotes, then use single quotes. But otherwise, we can do speed, and then after that, we're gonna do comma, and then the space. Then we need to do a duration. So that's how long it's gonna last. So I'm gonna do 60. So I think this is in ticks. Yeah, this is in ticks. So that's like 112 ticks. So it'd be 120. Yeah. So I need 120 is what I'm gonna want. And then we're gonna do comma, and then this is effect options. So we're gonna do we're gonna do curly braces. I'm gonna do space amplifier space. Oh wait, not space. Then I'm gonna do then we're gonna do a colon space. I'm going to put 6. This is a super sword after all. So after that, that's done. I want to do another thing though. So we're gonna put another thing. We're gonna do player dot. Then we can actually like add levels, apply damage. We can get the dimension that we're on. We're gonna play a sound. So that since it's a function, if it's we're gonna need to put these again. I'm still forgetting what they're called. Okay, so it's an ID. So we're gonna do random dot orb. That's a good sound, I think. Then we're gonna close both these off with a semicolon. All right, so that's like the very, very, very simple little script that just listens for an event that when I right click, it will do it, and we can see it in Minecraft. World again. We're gonna call this test. Then we're gonna do creative. We're in advanced. We don't really have to do much, do we? I'm just gonna do something like that, cause yeah. Okay, so we're just gonna do that. We're gonna turn off multi-game real quick because I want my friends to join me. And okay, so then we're gonna go under resource packs. We're gonna do owned. Now under owned, there's a few things. Some of these are my my add-ons. So you're gonna scroll down here until you find this, which is Super Sword, right here. So find your pack, activate the resource pack, then you're gonna go under behavior packs, and then find if it automatically put it on, that's great. If it didn't, then go under and try to see if you can find it. But it looks like it found it, so if it's not, then just go under available. But if it did, nice, you can move on. So after we found that, then you can click create anyway. All right, we are in the world. Okay, so I'm going to go under here, and there's our very cheaply made. We're gonna right click. Now, there's a few things we wanna go over. Yes, there is gonna be something wrong with the code, but there's a reason for that. I wanted to go over something with you. So, if you ever see that there's an error when I'm right-clicking it, you can actually do, while you're in the game, you can do Control H while in the game, and it will pop up this menu. This is very useful for finding bugs with your code. So, if you find any bugs with your code, then it will be useful to come back here to see what's wrong with your code. So, if it will even say, it says the line, this is the line and where it occurred. Very simple to fix. I'll show you how to fix it if this with this error. So literally how we fix it is extremely simple. So we're gonna actually just cut this out. We're going to do system.run. That's it. You also see it will add it up here. If it's not added up there, you'll just have to add system, then put a comma in the space, and then do .run, and then do, sorry, not that. Then since it's a function, we need to put these. I'm still forgetting what they're called. Now this is callback, and then you're gonna put another row of these because that's the callback. Then go over one, space, equal sign, less than sign. It will make that arrow like last time. Space, curly braces or brackets, and press enter. Then we can just do and paste it in. We just have to paste it in and then save, and then now it will work. Like it will now work. So if that's how you fix this error. Certain things need to have permission to run. So if it needs permission, then you can just do system.run. But that's literally all you have to do to fix this, and now it should actually work normally. If you had your world open while you were doing your scripting, no worries. Actually, this is completely normal to do. I do this all the time. Then all you have to do is /reload. So it doesn't show up actually because I remembered that cheats are enabled in this world, but it will show up and then you just press enter. And I forgot to turn on cheats, my bad. So then it will just say reloading and then it will work. The other option is to save and quit your world and load back in. That will also work as well. Okay, so now we're back in the world. Boom. Now it plays the sound, and we get speed for 5 seconds. And there we are. So now we have a sword that gives us speed 6. It doesn't show up because it's too high. But otherwise, that is everything for today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I'm not sure what next episode will be, but subscribe so you don't miss it. This is my second channel, so go to subscribe to Blade XP because it's my main channel. But otherwise, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I will catch you guys in the next one.